Hey guys, so 10 years ago, Michael Bay's controversial and not so beloved big budget live action hybrid adaptation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was released. And of course, this movie got a lot of controversy from the original Aliens concept, the designs, the 9/11 poster, and the movie itself did not do well with critics. Though it did well, the box office got a sequel that didn't do well financially, and then everything got rebooted. Um, this is I think the first movie I saw in the theater where I made certain parts of the movie because I didn't make it before the movie started. It was after the movie started, which never happened at all until Ruby Gilman. But this was the first time this happened. Um, and what are my thoughts on this movie right now? Um, there are two things I like best. The action is a lot of fun. There's a lot of decent action in this movie, from whether it's the sewer fight or the building climax. It's pretty cool, and the Raphael versus Shredder was entertaining. And the CGI, for the most part, isn't so bad, though it's noticeable with the turtles and Splinter, which don't look very good. The 1991s are really superior compared to this. And then the scene I like the most to rewatch is the elevator scene where they go like dun, 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 dun. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. This is kind of worse than I remembered because first off, the origin story doesn't make a lot of sense. One, why did April O'Neil put them in the sewer? Why didn't she just take them to her home, wherever it was, and take care of them? Does she think going them taken to a sewer will make things better? Doesn't make any sense, but that's what she did as a child. And two, how did Splinter know about ninjutsu? Because there's no Hamato Yoshi in this movie, nor any sign of ninjas when Splinter was a little baby rat. Um, but at the same time, the scene goes with the Mutant Mayhem where he doesn't have Hamato Yoshi and he learns it through videos and kung fu movies. But he learns it from a book, which I don't know how he got it. And he trains them to be ninjas because he thinks it make things better, I guess. And then they would later go to the Foot Clan to fight them. Who throughout the movie, like I forgot about the movie because it's been a while, but I forgot to remember that Foot Clan are very dramatically changed because you will notice that they're less like ninjas and more like soldiers because like with their machine guns going go 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 put the bomb don't move when they go to the civilians at the subway. That's what these Foot Clans are. They're more like terrorists than ninjas. Weird choice since they're still part of Shredder's clan and Karai as well. Um, I also thought Bronia was not kind of likable because right after Leonard says, "Do not send this to, do not tell any this to anyone, because you do, we will find you." And then Mikey goes like, "Oh, we will find you though." April O'Neil literally broke their promise, taking their picture and telling her sister or friend and was her worker about it. But neither believed them, especially her boss who fires her. And but I guess after all that, teaming up with the Raphael and the other turtles to save the world, she's kind of no longer being a reporter because we saw in the second movie she doesn't do reporting anymore, if I can remember. Um, Shredder is I do. I really thought they Shredder was better in the cartoons and the original trilogy, especially the first one. He was kind of an interesting introduction where you don't see him for the most part, but then when he shows up, it was kind of an interesting reveal. Um, he was just kind of there. The other bad guy who I think his actor was going to play Shredder, but due to controversial race swap, he was replaced with actual Japanese actor. And he all he does is just uh attack Splinter and attack the turtles and trying to take over the world. And that's it. His outfit is pretty deep neat, especially since you'll notice that it will remind you a lot of the 2003 animated series. This is the outfit that he wears. Um, and I do thought but there are some other decent praise like the voice acting of the turtles is actually pretty good. They actually fit the characters very well, especially with Mr. Richard as Raphael, Johnny Knoxville as Leonardo, and the other two as Michelangelo and Donatello. They do have their voices that fit the characters. And I don't know why, but this movie kind of feels like a live action version of the 2012 Nickelodeon CG series on Ninja Turtles. Kind of like how the original trilogy is also more like the 80s cartoon, though the original film mostly takes inspiration from the original comics that the turtles originate from. That's just me. Um and I do at least have they at least give credit that they have some bit of a personality. Though Mikey can get a little creepy with April. Also, I don't know how many people have this problem, but I've noticed that April has kind of more screen time than the turtles in like the first 40 minutes of the movie. There's more focus on April, this trying to tell the truth about the turtles, more so than the turtles doing stuff. I mean, I don't want it to be just a retread of the original 1990 because that would be kind of lazy, but it just feels this a little distracting. They get more screen time than Knuckles 10 years later, but that's not saying much. Um, and the rap song, the Shell Shocked, is catchy, but sometimes get a little cringy sometimes. Um, um, And Will Arnett, who is the voice of Batman, appears in it as a character who was part of the original series, the cartoon series. Was okay. Like this movie was not funny. It didn't make me laugh. It was just had some fun action in it. So I guess that's all I can say about Ninja Turtles 2014. It's a movie. Probably a 4 out of 10. That's just me.